Welcome to this on-demand video for finalizing your Community Collective Impact Model for Change BHAG slide. My name is Carrie Bergeraff, and I'm a member of the Community Collective Impact Model for Change Training, Technical Assistance, and Evaluation team. Today we're going to be discussing how to finalize your community's CCIM4C BHAG slide. At the beginning of the CCIM4C initiative, we framed the strategic plan to address the wicked problem of reducing opioid use disorder deaths and increasing access to opioid use disorder treatment, the two main goals of the initiative, into 6 smaller components shown here. These components include 3 prevention plan areas: supply reduction, demand reduction, and death prevention, as well as plan areas in treatment, recovery supports, and the BHAG. The BHAG is that big, hairy, audacious goal, or the community-level community trauma factor that you have named as a root cause of the opioid epidemic in your community. Over the course of the CCIM4C initiative, we have come to realize that the BHAG your communities have been working to identify is in itself a wicked problem. Therefore, the BHAG will also require a comprehensive plan that is broken down into multiple, complementary strategic plan maps to support your BHAG. Just as you have framed your community's response to the opioid epidemic into those 6 components, the BHAG also requires your community to break down your BHAG into the components that are essential to addressing that wicked problem. The template for doing so was provided to you and can also be seen here. Over the past few months, you have been working hard on assessing your BHAG goal, seen at the bottom in the arrows, and identifying the components or strategic plan areas that will need to be developed in order to address your BHAG, seen as 6 pillars here. You came together with your fellow communities on the October webinar to discuss your draft BHAG slide, and then you revisited your revised BHAG slide during November and December. Now, as a final next step and deliverable for the CCIM4C initiative, you will be finalizing your BHAG slide. As you work to refine and finalize your slide, our colleagues at Prevention Institute, whom you have been working closely with over the course of the CCIM4C initiative on your BHAG, have asked you to consider the following. Does your BHAG name and address a community-level structural factor contributing to the opioid epidemic? Are there opportunities to make it more specific and focused to address the community environment and community trauma? Think Thrive and ACER. Have you named a population of focus for your BHAG? This is one way to make your goal more specific and less big and overwhelming. Also consider whether the plan areas identified make sense. How do they support your overall BHAG goal? Are these the right plan areas? And do they form a comprehensive plan? What might be missing? Do you have partners and resources to help move forward on these plan areas? This is an example from Apple County. You can see at the bottom they have their BHAG goal, and in their 4 pillars they have their individual components or strategic plan areas to address their overall BHAG goal. You can see they have 4 components rather than the 6 under the opioid response, and that's okay. You can have as many or as few plan areas or components that you feel are necessary. When reviewing and finalizing your BHAG slide, ensure that your slide does not read like a to-do list, as seen here. If you look at your slide and simply check off the boxes as action steps, then you are not framing your BHAG into the essential components to address or giving it the structure necessary for meaningful change. You can see here that the pillars start with action verbs and read more like the level of specificity you would see in a strategic plan map. This detail is great, but does not need to be on your BHAG slide in order to frame that BHAG. These types of examples will be found more on the individual strategic plan maps that make up your overarching BHAG strategic plan. Remember, your slides should serve as a roadmap for how you are going to frame your community solution for your BHAG. With the tools you have learned under the CCIM4C initiative for addressing the opioid crisis, such as creating complementary strategic plan maps and developing an ecosystem, your community can then take this roadmap and move forward with addressing the BHAG or any other wicked problem facing your communities. In summary, you have a great base to start from. You worked on your BHAG slides in October, November, and December, so you are almost there. Now we're asking you to go back, review, and revise your BHAG slide. Remember to ask whether your BHAG addresses a community-level factor contributing to the opioid epidemic. Think Thrive and ACER here. Also ask whether the essential components and plan areas needed to address your BHAG are included. What may be missing? And finally, check to see if your BHAG slide reads like a to-do list. This document is meant to frame your community's response to the BHAG. Your plan area or component strategic plan maps are where you will include these action steps. Once you've reviewed and revised your BHAG slide, go ahead and finalize it. You will find submission instructions on the CCIM4C website. We will also be holding drop-in calls to support you as you finalize your BHAG slide. Please feel free to reach out with any questions or support you need along the way. Thank you for watching this video.